what's crazy? All the stuff with Drake Bell, he actually played a pretty good Tim Turner.
Yeah.
You know, Danielle and Monet did a really good, you know, adult returning friggin' Tootie.
And it's
like everyone, you're like, ooh.
Yeah. Everyone turned on Drake and then they learned the full truth and like, oh shoot.
What he did was still wrong, but at least you see why it happened.
Well, that also, but also, you also, so what he did do something wrong there, but when you learn more about the story about like how the girl that was accusing him was actually, there was only like she was basically exaggerating and making some stuff up.
I didn't know that part.
The thing he pleaded guilty to was talking to her in the first place. Online.
You know what's really funny?
What's that?
Not funny. What I find interesting, you know, people, they're like unalive and all that.
Yeah.
Well, apparently the word for, you know, the unspeakable monsters that do things to children,
yeah.
Instead of saying the actual term,
yeah.
they say PDF file.
PDF
I'll give them that one. That's good. That's less cringy than unalive.
Yeah.
Okay, there's one that's up here somewhere.
I guess Lois saying P now.
Okay, there's a little thing you can activate to get one up there.
It's like the equivalent of like, almost the equivalent of like whenever you play Banjo-Tooie and it plays a sad version of like the theme from the first game when you're in Spiral Mountain. Now, of course, I mean, the previous one didn't exactly have upbeat, happy music, but, you know, this one is just supposed to be like, you know...
This one's just sheer
I didn't
sorrow,
think you could do this one.
Yeah.
Melancholy.
Yeah, I can't wait for Jack 2 and, I can't wait for Jack 2 and to come out on the PS5. Or at least the version they'll be putting on PS5 and PS4.
Oh, come on. I didn't like that. He just jumped out of nowhere.
I know. You know what show is really great, but also has jokes that are a victim of its time? Gravity Falls. I'm not saying all jokes, but like there are some jokes that were definitely...
How did I get enough speed that first time?
I don't know. But, the game is under pressure now. Not you, the game is under pressure. But like, you know what I mean? Like, there are some things about Gravity Falls that are definitely very much of their time, very much 2010s. And like, but overall, I mean, the show is still definitely great. There are just certain things about it that are like, yeah, that you can tell when this came out.
What?
It seems like there's...
How did I get even less momentum? Sorry, Sylvester. I had to move you, buddy.
Cold temps.
I can feel my legs again.
Sylvester.
Oh. See, this is like... I don't remember having this much trouble before. Like, that first time was...
Let's Play curse.
Yeah, like... Let's pause it.
Alright, we'll be right back, folks.
I'm not impressed.
How'd we
But
get
then
here?
again, I'm a tough audience.
So how'd we get here?
Yeah, how did we get here? And why was Torn just suddenly talking? But anyway, yeah. I think that's just a little picture of Samos. Yeah. You see it, yeah. Did you find the cure of?
This place looks as bad as my old bedroom back home.
Jack! Over here! Samos! Kira!
Ah, Samos! Still as green as the stuff between my toes.
See, Kira? I knew I could feel Jack's energy. My boy, it's good
Her
to
eyes
see
are
you
definitely
again.
smaller.
Those passageways below the palace.
They're more
They
spread
must
apart.
be terribly important.
Well,
The
at least they're
metalheads
smaller.
and KG robots are advancing toward them, and we can't hold out forever.
So, the city needs me again, huh? What else is new?
Vega has turned on the force fields here.
Viger's the one who attacked the palace. He said he was looking for something below. Something in the catacombs.
Well, you're just going to have to find whatever it is before he does. But first, you'll need to find another way into this section of the city. Take the sewers into the port, then find a way north to reach us. And Jack, we're sorry for what happened. We should have stopped Vega.
I'll stop him myself.
What was that? What the?
What the balls?
What
What
the
the
game?
balls?
Yeah.
Just referencing the balls on this dude. Oh my gosh, the balls. I remember at first when I heard about like Drake Bell, like being like that, being a PDF file. Like to me, it was kind of like disappointing, but typical Hollywood, sadly. Then I learned about the real truth. I'm like, I learned about the real truth, and I learned about what happened to him. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah. No. But for those of you who haven't seen,
So one of them's up here, right? Let's see
I can't think of the show right now. Quiet on Set. Those of you who have not seen that show, ooh boy.
Which one's way to less?
I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh well, because I said it, every single thing is true. But man,
I actually never bothered to watch it.
it's dark. Really dark. I don't know if they're ever gonna do a Quiet on Set season 2 or more episodes.
There's a season? I thought it was just one documentary.
Oh no, there's like 4 or 5 episodes on it.
So what is it, an episode per person or something? Or?
Well, there's just different things. One of them focused a lot more on Drake, like what all he went through. But it
Totally Kyle.
oh yeah. And when you learn about what happened and like how preventable it was, but only because like the guy who essentially did what he did to Drake, Jack, who's seen there. The guy who what he did to Drake was so manipulative to like everyone else. He was able to convince everyone that like, because like Drake's parents divorced, and he was living. Drake was living with his dad, and Drake was interested. I guess his dad was going to try to get him to show business because Drake loved watching a bunch of old movies and stuff. Apparently, they liked watching like Marx Brothers and stuff like that. But like you have to see the episode. But basically, long story short, his dad tries to get him in. Finds out about this Brian Peck guy, which has no relation to Josh Peck. And his dad was suspicious of him. He could kind of tell us early on there was something wrong with him because Hollywood is like, well, you know, this we're gonna blackball you or blacklist you or whatever. Your son or what, all that stuff. And Brian was able to convince Drake's mom and everyone else that his dad was like the villain in it, wanted to prevent Drake, wanting to do acting and all that. All the stuff he was able to like lie to them about. So it ends up being that like he gains their trust, and there's a point where Drake Drake stays at Brian's house, and fill in the imagination what happens next. About what all happens next. And then Brian Peck, because Hollywood is corrupted, essentially got away with what he did. Or basically got away with what he did. Isn't Hollywood the American dream? I mean, don't you want to just do Hollywood?
Oh, I can just make you in the pictures.
Like, after watching that, it just further confirmed that, like, yes, we don't want to do it. We don't want to be in the entertainment industry. At least not Hollywood involved. Well, entertainment industry in general, but if you had to choose any.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we don't want to entertain you with any of these videos.
So I'm assuming you're just going to skip all of those skulls?
Yeah. Well, damn it, you only need them for darn missions on the side.
It's like watching shows like that. It's like you know that Hollywood is corrupt, but when you actually see the full extent of it, you still get surprised. You still get surprised, or just shocked, you know. Because, like, obviously we know Hollywood is corrupt. Even if we don't know everything behind it, we know it's corrupt. A lot of it is, anyway. But to hear the full extent of it, it's just like, wow. Like, you can barely... There's some shows where you can't quite look at them the same anymore.
I'm still trying to figure out why the heck Kat Dennings is in a show with Tim Allen. Like, to get that new show on Hulu, something Gears.
Shifting Gears.
Yeah.
This is like the third major sitcom that stars coming out.
Yeah. Which I like Tim Allen, and Kat Dennings is very attractive, so, you know.
It's just too bad that she got her big start on got big on Two Broke Girls.
That show was terrible.
Of course, they made fun of that Family Guy.
You can hover
What
in
did
one
they
of
say
two
on Family Guy? I
zones,
don't remember.
low and
Well, they
high.
made a few jokes. They're saying something about
Try
it.
switching hover zones.
And then there was one that we were talking about, like, something about award-winning shows and how, like, you know, joking around saying, like, Two Broke Girls and all that.
Honey, I'm home.
Jack, I never thought I'd see you again.
Torn? What are you doing to my place?
We needed a southern HQ for the war. Plus, I kinda like the sign with the Otzelhead outside.
Yeah, it's cool, huh?
We use it for target practice.
Hey!
Listen, I'm sorry we couldn't stop Count Veigar. We,
Hi.
We just saw Veigar. He's trying to use precursor technology for something.
figures. That guy always was one monk short of a choir. We have bigger problems now.
One monk
Veigar sent
short
me
of
on
a
a
choir.
suicide attack into the port, and we got cut off. Now we can't get back to Freedom HQ. Our forces are divided, and the KG and Metalhead fronts are squeezing us from both sides.
Never fear, the Trouble Twins are here.
Uh-oh. Speaking of trouble, we've got incoming blast bots from the KG City section. They're heading this way. Can you
Well, that
handle
sure
it,
is
Jack?
convenient.
Okay,
Corn
so we got a little fear. But Jack is here.
Oh yeah, this is one where you have to protect.
It's a big attack!
Oh, so it could be after this mission where we end things.
Yeah.
Seems like a good point. We've been doing this for over 2 hours and 10 minutes at this point.
We need backup!
But yeah, these guys' voices definitely got lighter. It doesn't like this stop the miracle. It's like stop the miracle, you know.
They're just taking after Big Captain's horn.
It's about to explode.
Let's look, shall we? Okay, there's one on the... I guess I should probably get that one over there on the top, right?
Yeah. So if we ever play Daxter on here, I'll probably do that one. have it on. I do have the PS5 version.
Shoot 'em all now! Hit the bomb right at him, Jack!
Did it die yet, Andrew?
I thought I heard it blow up.
It might have?
Wait, did the other one not blow up?
Oh, oh, guess not.
Open fire!
I better go and get this one. That other one was so close to death.
Open far.
Get those guns blazing!
What about those like those guys that are like really tall, but like they have like really light voices? Like I remember, and I know I'm about to say kid, but like even as a kid, we probably heard him. Like he was such a tall kid, and yet had like a really light voice for a guy, for teenage boy. It was just like he was just towering. He could tower over me. Like, hi, Daniel. Well, not quite like that. So yeah, it's like a long-necked dinosaur looking at you, going,
Oh, jeez.
I've got a clear shot! Get him!
Wait, did I not destroy him earlier?
I think you just heard the beat. I don't know if it was,
Also, wow,
Great
2
shooting,
seconds
Jack.
left.
It's nice to have you back. Come
Okay,
back
well,
for
we'll
another
end
yell,
it
so
with
let's
me
talk
going
about how we're gonna
towards
get our
grab
butts
some
out of this mess.
Get Jordan on the mine! We're in
I
trouble!
can think of what to talk about. So, whenever we do, I'd say whenever we do the Tomba games on this channel,
Yeah.
let's do the special editions,
Oh, definitely.
because that way we don't have to waste time. We can always rewind if we mess up somewhere.
I tell you where I will mess up.
We lost this war a long
Freaking
time
minecart in Tomba 2.
Oh yeah,
That is it's a nightmare trying to get through that
it's a
thing.
nightmare.
It's a nightmare.
What was I thinking? Let's see.
So you can just jump on this guy. Oh, hang on. You can jump on this guy and do this.
You can jump on this guy.
Come on.
If you
can usually do that.
See, if you later, you can jump up here. You just keep doing it. You keep saying the same stuff.
Okay,
It's a little easier with the wings.
wait. There's. Oh, duh. What am I doing?
this week!
I was gonna remember which side had the little platform on it. Yeah. It's easier with it's easier with the wings, but the wings aren't for a good while. And I want to pay for upgrades now. I'm gonna pay you extra for that gas.
So, see, let's say, of course, yeah, oh yeah, the word does that. Yeah, they kind of glitch out there sometimes. So, what do you call it? Banjo-Kazooie, the original Banjo-Kazooie, I could probably play on here. I'd have to think about Banjo-Tooie. It's kind of a game that lasts a little too long for what it is. I feel like it for what it was a little too big. And
No, perfect size. No, the best sequel. Banjo-Kazooie is gone.
Banjo-Tooie. What if they had Banjo-Tooie and then they had Banjo-Kazooie too, Hey, look at the snowy mountains up there. Is that from Jack 1?
Wait, what? Oh, I guess so. I gotta go back to visit that.
Oh yeah. It was so cool coming up here, like discovering all the first time.
Yeah.
It's just like, you got a whole bunch of these skulls, you got a whole bunch of orbs and arbs. It was just all around cool. And of course, when I was a dumb kid, I didn't really know how to work the things with this very well. Get those guns blazing. It's funny whenever like was it Fred on Transformers Armada, where I just couldn't not hear Eddie. You know?
Right. That's because
Like I mean, he made it sound a little different. It's probably more like season 1 Eddie, but a little different. But it was still, I could hear Eddie, and I couldn't not hear Eddie when he was talking.
I think there's one more over here.
We've lost 3 battles this week.
Well, isn't that cheery? Well, hey, at least you didn't lose 4.
But at least you're still alive.
But at least you're still alive.
At least you ain't the people that are abandoning it like pawn scum.
Like
I beg me, help me!
Like the scum between my toes. I can't even talk. As like the pawn scum between...
Like the palm scum between my toes.
It's not even that funny, but it is. This is great.
Well, that's one of those things that'll probably be really funny right now.
I miss the old Baron.
There are certain things, like certain jokes, that I've heard for years, but suddenly they just become hilarious to me, and then eventually they're just kind of casually funny.
But then they're not.
Yeah. But it's just funny because like I suddenly started laughing at like years and years after people already made the jokes and laughed about it.
We need more men.
Like I said before about the what do you call it?
Leroy Jenkins.
And then like I think it became funnier to me once I learned all the context of what happened.
Yeah.
That's when it became hilarious to me.
It's one of those that was like originally ruined by the people imitating it.
Oh yeah. That may have been part of it. I think some jokes is just like when everyone. It's not necessarily about trying to be the underground kid and think it's actually icky or whatever, or it's not cool.
Alright, I'm gonna buy some stuff and we're gonna wrap up.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like that. It's more like I've heard it so much. So it's like it kind of got ruined for me. It's kind of like, okay, so like, in all honesty, which a lot of people will probably say this, but like, Let It Go from Frozen, and Frozen in general, they weren't bad. They were actually enjoyable. It just got ruined by just the amount of people talking about it, singing Let It Go and all that. I didn't think it was like
Good
the same
work.
Fred saying
You're looking like the
before.
hero I
I'm just
remember.
saying, But until next time, folks. Thanks for watching and all that stuff. And until then, Andrew spouts out.
Pawn scum.